Hi, welcome to Justice in Missouri. I'm Larry Bowler, and this is about a case that all started originally back in August 2009 when I gave a young man named Dustin a place to live at the request of my daughter and some of her friends. One of the stipulations to this young man staying with me was that he had to go back to school and at least get his high school education. One of the first things that I did was went and talked to an attorney, and Robert Rice was the attorney in Maryville that we went and talked to. Myself, Dustin, my daughter, and her boyfriend all went in and spoke to Mr. Rice to see if there was anything that I needed to do as far as filing anything, as far as my responsibilities, or anything I legally had to file to, so I could take care of this young man, while he was in my care. He said, short of me adopting him, there really wasn't anything that we could legally file. I also had to talk to Mr. Rice because the school didn't want to allow Dustin to enroll because he was already past the age of 18. And I spoke to Mr. Rice, and he got back to me and said that legally they had to allow him in school because he was under the age of 21, was not a convicted felon, and that was the short version of it. After Dustin had been there for a month or so, had found some images on my computer that didn't want there, and I talked to Dustin, and I told him, I said, I don't allow that in my home, and informed him that if it happened again, he wasn't going to have a place to live. A few months later, probably around December of 2009, started having problems with the computer. Talked to my daughter's boyfriend, who was really good with computers, and had him take the computer, check it out. He got a hold of me and told me that he found some possibly illegal images on the computer dealing with underage girls. I asked him to put them on a disc so I could take them to the sheriff. I started contacting the Nottoway County Sheriff's Office so I could get in to see the sheriff. Wasn't having very much luck with it. Finally, I just called and said I needed to talk to somebody. And between that time, I'd also found a note that was been passed back and forth between Dustin and a young lady at the school. Then it found out that the young lady was 14 years old. And the gist of the note was Dustin was trying to coerce the young lady into having sex with him. I took the note and the disc into the sheriff's office and spoke with a couple deputies. And they said that they really didn't have the resources to deal with this, but they thanked me for bringing it to their attention that now that they had him on, it was brought to their attention they had him on their radar, and they'd keep an eye on him. And I asked, I said, well, what about the pictures? Which they hadn't even looked at the disc yet, and they once again said, but they really didn't have the resources to deal with this. And I was just kind of really astounded at this, and but I left, and from there I went straight to the school, which was West Nottoway School, and talked to the principal, Nathan Peppert, and apprised him of the note and showed it to him, and he said, well, the sheriff's department might not do anything about it, but I sure will. And he took a copy of the note, and really not sure what exactly he did, but I know Dustin wasn't allowed at school anymore. Not too long after that, I got contacted by some people I had never had contact with before, and they were talking about young girls and this, that, and the other. A few of them I just blew off, and then one gentleman persisted and sent me some images, and I went about trying to find out how I could go about reporting this gentleman, and went back, and the email that he sent me just literally disappeared completely off of from my email. And I need to go back a little bit. About a month after Dustin had moved in, I actually lost control of my Yahoo account, and couldn't log in, didn't have any access to it at all. So I had to get a new email, and I didn't think anything. I just figured my account had gotten hacked, which, it happens, so I really didn't even faze me. But then in somewhere around April or May, I'd gotten some other contact from people that I had never had contact with before, and at which point I decided, well, I need to get in contact with the sheriff again, because this is wrong and something needs to be done. And this time I was going to speak with the sheriff, not a deputy. And finally, about the end of May, first part of June, I did get a meeting with Sheriff White, and I got told pretty much the same thing, that that the sheriff's department did not have the resources to deal with this kind of thing. And I just said, Sheriff, really, something has to be done about this. This is illegal. I know this is illegal. The stuff in January, I wasn't sure about, but this I know is illegal. And he said, well, you can go to the FBI website, and they'll have a link for reporting suspected child pornography. I did exactly what I was told. Went to the website, and it connected me with a link to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I filed the report. It asked me for if I had reported it to local law enforcement, who, what, where, when, and I spoke to them, and they told me that they would be in contact with me. A couple weeks after that, I contacted the sheriff, and he said that they had been in contact with him, verifying that I had reported it to him, and which he verified that I had, and that he told me, he said that they would be in contact with me. So I just let it go. I just kept in touch with the sheriff. Still didn't hear anything back from them. Towards the end of June, possibly first part of July, I got another email from someone I never had contact with before. Had several attachments with it. Looked at the very first one. It was very disturbing. Contacted the sheriff, said, as I said, I contacted the sheriff and told him received another email from someone I didn't know that had some illegal images, videos on it this time, and wanted to know what to do. Had they been they hadn't contacted me, had they been in contact with him? He said to be patient, that they'd be in contact. And I said okay, and so I waited. I didn't hear anything. Went on about my life, going to school. The next thing I know, August 30th of 2010, I was served with a search warrant from the Northwest Missouri Cybercrimes Task Unit. And they searched my house, took 3 computers, which there was nothing on any of the computers. The only thing that was in my house was actually the computer disk that I took to the sheriff's office that they never looked at, which I totally forgot was even there, or else I would have destroyed it when they never looked at it, but I just totally forgot about it. And then I told the investigator that I was really confused, because I'm the one that reported this initially, and he just kind of looked at me shocked, and he said, "Oh really?" I said, "Yeah, I went to the sheriff twice," and he said, "So if I went and talked to him, he'd verify this?" I said, "Yeah, he better, because I did." He came back and he says, "Yeah, he verified it," but he said, "You probably did this to cover your own ass," in which I just was astounded at that. And I was very open about everything with them. Told them about the emails. I even logged in on my email and showed them the last email, and I told them that I had sent a reply a little while after I'd gotten it, because I didn't want this one to disappear like one that had before. I was trying to keep them on the hook so something could be done. And then I was arrested and put on a 24-hour investigative hold. A couple weeks later, I spoke to Robert Rice there at my house. He was doing campaign for Nottoway County prosecutor. And I told him exactly what had happened, everything leading up to that point. And he told me that not to worry about it, they were just on a fishing expedition, that nothing would probably come of it, and that if something did, just to get a hold of him and he'd get it taken care of. That they didn't have anything. And then he proceeded to say, "Now if I do win the election," he said, "you do know that I won't be able to represent you, and I won't be able to have anything to do with this case." I said, "Yeah, I understand that." And then he said, "Just be in touch and let me know what's going on." And I said, "I definitely will." So you can imagine my surprise when August 30th of 2011, when I was served an arrest warrant that was signed by Mr. Rice, charging me with possession and promoting child pornography. I've never sent any images to anybody. I didn't request any of these people to send me those images. I do not understand how I can be charged with possession when someone I didn't know sent me something I didn't ask for. And especially when I'm the one that went to the sheriff's office not once but twice, requesting that something be done about what I suspected was illegal activity, and was told that they didn't have the resources. And now my life is being ruined because I do not have the financial resources to fight this. And the young man that started this all has never been investigated. Nobody really cares about who really did anything. And they don't want to know. And I was told that the young man's family owns a lot of land and has money, and I don't. This is what they call justice in Missouri. It's laid out more in more detail exactly what's going on. This Robert Rice is now the county prosecutor. The case was originally dismissed because of prosecutorial misconduct. Mr. Rice admitted that he gave me counsel, but I just don't understand how any of this is justice. Thank you.